Hello, what's up guys? Since my regular show plushie review got 200 views, and for some reason got a dislike, I'm gonna do another review. This time I'm doing a review for the 10-inch modern Sonic figure. This is the standard version, not the San Diego Comic-Con version, which I want really badly. So yeah, we're going to go over the articulation, the pros, the cons, the price, and pretty much my overall thoughts, and tell you if you should pick it up or not. I'm not going to give it a number rating, oh, look, it's a 9 out of 10, or it's 3 out of 10, it's poo. But, yeah, I'll just tell you if you should buy it or not. Alright, so, articulation. We got a swivel on the head, we got universal shoulders, we got articulation at the elbow, we got wrist on a swivel, and then the hand itself moves just a little bit. Both sides, they have the same articulation. We have a little bit of articulation on the waist, and by a little bit, I mean pretty much a lot, but I use it little to none, because it's like it cuts off the paint, and that doesn't look pretty. So, when you line it up, it looks super pretty. Okay, then we have articulation at universal articulation at the leg area. I don't want to call it the crotch, but I don't know what else to call it. So we're just gonna call it the leg area. Okay, then we got articulation at the knee, ankle swivel, and then the foot itself moves, but only a tiny bit. Oh no, his leg popped off, but that's okay. It just easily pops back in. See? Pop it back in. How does it pop off? Well, if you actually try to play with it, that's why. Because I was trying to prove a point earlier. Yeah, this video took me a couple of takes. But, first up, I'm going to turn off this light because I think Sonic looked a lot better in dimmer lighting. I mean, look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like the true blue Sonic the Hedgehog that we all know and love. I mean, come on, look at it. It's so pretty. Alright, let's put that camera down. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's go over the pros. Okay, first up, his head is hollow, so it tries to prevent, like, top heaviness and stuff. But, fortunately, it doesn't really work. But, yeah. Oh, I love how the crack between the articulation, like, on the waist, how small they actually made it. Because, if you look, like, even from both lightings, you could barely see it. And especially if you put it on a shelf, you could, like, never notice it whatsoever. So, yeah, I gotta say, I really gotta give Jazzwares props for that. That is a fantastic freaking job. Okay, and I love how it gives a thumbs up. Yay! Thumbs up. Alright. And the fact that you can pose them and stuff, and it has a little bit of articulation on the shoe, I guess that's kinda nice. But I don't really like to pose them that much. I like to pose my smaller figures better. Because then they come with stands. Because unfortunately this one doesn't. Yeah, I might as well move on to the cons. We already discussed about the top heaviness. The way the face looks, like, head on, I don't really like how they designed that. Like, if you compare it to, like, a 3-inch figure, and you look at this, you'll definitely notice a difference. But if you look at it, like, from the sides, it looks absolutely, like, it looks absolutely gorgeous. But head on, it's not the best looking design ever. Alright, another thing that I found as a flaw, it seems that the hands are a little heavy, because I can't really keep his hands up that well. So, if you really want his arm to stay up, I recommend that you do the super glue trick, where you would put super glue like where the articulation is, and you would just keep moving it over and over so it doesn't stick to that, but it still adds basically another layer of plastic, so it makes it a little more tougher to move, but can really keep a stance. How long you should do it like that? I don't know, probably around like 10-20 minutes. So yeah, when you have free time and you really want to do that, go ahead. That'll pass the time. Kinda. Alright, another thing that has a flaw, well, we obviously saw the leg earlier. I didn't like how that popped off real easily. But it's okay, because you can really pop it back in. No problem. And the shoes look great. But they are not, like super heavy. Like, I believe if they went, like, super heavy shoes, like they did with Metal Sonic, he would be able to stand up, like, little to no problem. The only flaw that you would have is that when you pick him up like that, his feet would, like, go down, like, super freaking bad. And potentially his legs might fall off again. But, it's okay. The final thing I have to say about this is that this figure is mainly a display piece only. If you actually try to play with this guy, it kind of reminds me like a Buzz Lightyear. As cool as Buzz Lightyear is, you can't really play with him that much. Like, sure, you can press his buttons and stuff, but you can't really, like, move his legs, like, if he was, like, a 3-inch figure or something, so you could really have fun with it. He's mainly something that any gamer would run to Toys R Us for and just put it on their shelves. Heck, maybe in front of their TVs to make them say, hey, I'm a true gamer, and if you don't like Sonic, well, he's gonna stare at you. So, yeah. Give Sonic a thumbs up. Okay. There we go. So, rage quit. Alright, so this guy is running $15 at GameStop, not GameStop, at Toys R Us's website. Do they still have that price in stores? I don't know, probably. Next time I run there, I'll let you guys know. But if you run to, like, some other type of store, like FYE or some other video stores, or heck, maybe even like Walmart or Kmart, he might run somewhere from 18 to 20. Because remember I went to a video store and they wanted 20 for this guy. But, here there's two different versions that you can get as the normal type. There is the one with the 20th anniversary logo and the one without it. The ones with it are a little hard to find. You can mainly find them at like video stores, or heck, if you're lucky, maybe Kmart or Target. Like if they sell it sometimes. But here I heard that the 20th anniversary ones, they have a little problem with the waist. But if you don't mind it, go ahead, buy it. But I highly recommend that you keep that one in the box and then buy one from Toys R Us where it doesn't have that anniversary logo. So it's cheaper, and you put it up on your shelf, because this guy will totally look great on a shelf. You can get a different version from San Diego Comic-Con, but while it was at Comic-Con, Toys R Us did have it on their site, and I regret not picking it up. That, and I regret not picking up Metal Sonic. I even saw him in freaking stores, and I'm like, no. But then I got this in Classic Sonic, and now I want him, and now he goes for big, big money. He is a highly collectible figure. Alright, yeah, anyway, this San Diego Comic-Con one, here the blue is flocked. If you don't know what flocked means, it's basically adds a little bit of a fur texture to it. Like, it like legitimately feels furry. If you feel it, you're like, oh god, that feels awesome! And, it's based off the 20th anniversary logo one, so it might have a problem with the waist. But that type of figure, if you find them, you might want to buy two. One to put on your shelf, and another one to keep in the box to hold value later for in the future. If you want one of those, you can go to ToyWiz.com. They have one for $60. I don't know how many they have, so if you find it and you have the money, pick it up as soon as possible, because heck, they might only have one left. But if you are able to buy two, go ahead, buy two. It'll just run you $120 plus shipping. But, oh yeah, I like how he looks from the back. Like how his spines look and everything. Looks super sweet. So overall, should you buy this guy? Okay, if you are a collector of Sonic merchandise, or heck, just a game collector, he will absolutely look great on a shelf. And especially if you have dim lighting like I do right now, like the blue on him looks absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, pick him up. He's only $15 at Toys R Us. And I don't know how much longer they're going to have him because he's based off the 20th anniversary line. And obviously we're done with the 20th anniversary. In fact, we're almost going to the 22nd. So, yeah, you better pick him up soon. Before they get rid of him for good. Because they are slowly getting rid of the 20th anniversary figures. They want to introduce a new line with the 3-inch Sonic figures having better, improved articulation and give them accessories and stuff. So I don't know how much longer these guys are going to last. So, yeah, pick him up while you can. He's only $15 if you run to Toys R Us. And that's all I gotta say. Just pick him up. He's cool. But remember, keep that in mind. He's mainly a display piece. If you really want to play with a Sonic figure, I highly recommend that you pick up the 3-inch figures. They are really fun to play with. But if I were you, I would wait to get the new line where they have improved articulation. Because right now, the articulation on them and the paint jobs aren't the best. But if we wait a little bit, they are going to improve a lot better. And plus, we get little accessories. When was the last time we got a Master Emerald as an accessory? Honestly, I don't even remember a time. So, yeah, wait. But yeah, if you like what you saw, give it a like. If you don't like what you saw for some reason, you can dislike. But I'd appreciate it more if you gave it a thumbs up. And, again, check out my room tour. Check out the February one, because that's the most up-to-date one. And I will review a lot more stuff, more collectibles, more toys that I have. Next time, I'm going to review the classic 10-inch figure. So, yeah, guys. Guess I'll see you later.